Hello, good morning everyone, and welcome to today's morning report with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Hantac Markets for Wednesday the 9th of July. The European equity markets have formed a little bit of support. Certainly the continental European ones have anyway in the early minutes. Um, and that has come on the back of not a great deal, to be honest. I mean, the Wall Street markets were again negative yesterday, second day in a row there, and that spilled over into Asia, where the Chinese CPI dropped to 2.3% from 2.5. That was below 2.4% expected. Falling inflation tends to be supportive for equities, and also it gives the People's Bank of China more room to engage in monetary easing if they chose to do so. But the that still didn't really give any real support to the Asian markets. And I think they sort of followed the Wall Street decline lower. However, you do have a little bit of support that's coming for the DAX and the CAC today. DAX, you could argue, is maybe up due to a bit of bullishness after last night's football result, but to be honest, not a great deal that you can really go on other than that. The FTSE continues to fall away. In terms of the currency markets, there is a fairly mixed outlook in early trading. Not really any real moves in the early exchanges, although you do have a little bit of upside in the Kiwi, and that's come on the back of Fitch, the ratings agency Fitch, upgrading its rating from stable to positive on its AA outlook on its sovereign debt. So that's a positive. But as I said, yeah, the dollar not really showing too much sign of any real movement in early trading today. The markets are probably now consolidating in front of this key data release for the week. Really, this is the Fed meeting minutes that come out tonight at 7 o'clock, and they are fairly important, certainly going forward, because Janet Yellen has been pretty dovish in her outlook on monetary policy, but the Fed members have been fairly mixed in their views, and certainly with her coming out with the view that the recent inflation data was pretty much a noisy bit of data rather than a trend. It'll be interesting to see what the other Fed members thought of that. So that's out tonight, and it could give a little bit of support to the dollar if there are any hawkish leanings. Earnings season started in the States yesterday evening after closing hours in the States with Alcoa coming out with fairly positive results, actually. The Alcoa shares are actually trading 2% higher overnight in after-hours trading, so that could suggest a little bit of support perhaps coming in for the S&P 500. Anyway, my chart of the day is the DAX, and that has come after this sharp decline that we've seen in the last 2 or 3 days in the DAX, and that has now broken this 4-month uptrend that we'd seen on the DAX since mid-March. And also it brings into prospect this potential double top pattern that we've got going here. Not only that, you're below the old breakout high of 98.10, which has been supportive, and also you're back below the 55-day moving average, which is the first time it's closed below that moving average since late March as well. Sorry, late April. So some fairly negative signals coming out of the DAX there. As I said earlier, it's fairly flat-ish overnight. Just a little bit of support coming in, about 1/10, 0.2% higher in early trading. But certainly this is putting pressure on that 97.50 low that has the potential. This is on the hourly chart. Has the potential to form this big double top pattern, and that would certainly suggest a big correction towards, I think, what would ultimately be a test of this primary uptrend. If I zoom up very quickly here, you've got this primary uptrend that's been pulling the DAX higher for the past, well, since 2011. So that comes in there around about 96.10 at the moment. So there is scope for further decline within this correction, and you could see, as I said, this completion of this double top pattern. You'd probably be looking for a close below the 97.50 mark to suggest that that was going to happen, because that would give a little bit more confirmation of that pattern. But certainly the pressure to the downside in the last few days has increased, and that is meaning that you could well find this back towards the key primary uptrend once again, which is basically where FTSE is coming back towards as well. So it wouldn't be the only index in Europe to do that. Anyway, I wish you good luck in your trading on the DAX today, and I will speak to you later. Thank you.